Perfect. Now we can go back and expand. Track down my badge, track down my gun. Okay. I've got plenty of tools now. I've got a flashlight. I've got a pry bar. I've got chain cutters. Put these gloves back on. Okay. It's been 30 minutes. Let's go and get this guy down. Oh. Damage looks like it's been caused by an earthquake. Okay. I have to pay attention to his little whirligig because he notices things, and these kids are still here. Go home.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Nice.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish,
he's not wearing
marbled
any clothes.
with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
I thought he was wearing some kind of, like, bodysuit. Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't boots, are they? They're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Okay.
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo technique, A6. That's not just any notebook. It's a classic.
Forget about the notebook. Tell me about the armor.
It's clearly some manner of super armor. Or future armor. Super future armor. I'm useless.
Oh. No. What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Well... What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
He nods towards Kuno, who's eyeing you suspiciously. Okay, maybe he was just wearing those boots, or the rest of his armor. No, I don't think he just wore boots.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Ageless and synthetic.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Wow.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Unadjusted for rank. That's a lot, I take
As
it.
a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out.
That's true.
Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions.
Looks pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Well, let's pull it off.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Okay.
Stop!
The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Well, that is a possibility.
Brutal!
Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it? Lieutenant, you seem to be distressed. Why? What? Let go of the boot.
What's wrong with you, asshole? Why is he letting Goku know?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
I don't know.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Well, let's inspect his
An
tattoos.
intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Is it a map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm.
I wish I had a gun holster.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Let's let the lieutenant work. Let him cook.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
Calm down, kids.
An instant color camera.
He produces two metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting then.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Wow.
In case we need it.
The lieutenant says as he shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cool wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
There is only one ampoule left.
What do we need
Use
the
it
photo
wisely.
for? Okay.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
Okay. He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Let's inspect the
The
belt.
hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is the reinforced kind, for air transport. My brain tells me so. Then again, what do I know? I don't even know what an airship is. No, my brain
The
tells
local
me so.
harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it. I sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring. How do we even get him back? How did they even get him up there? Well, they wanted to
I
stay
was
him up
afraid
there.
it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Let's look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and
Obviously.
blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Tell me, who are you, dead man?
The corpse is
Nope.
dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself.
Okay,
Are
so
you sure
how do
we
we get him
finished
down?
the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
The cadaver slowly twists. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Okay.
This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem.
Oh.
You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
Okay, his face and hands are pink. Thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Okay,
The
relax,
monster
relax.
comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Gross.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored. Cover your nose. Something's coming out of him. He's beaten up. See the bruises? Back off and catch your breath. Something's coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
Gross.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
Kim is so smart.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
We got lucky. Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death?
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
No. Okay. I think he was upright after death. His hands and feet and neck are discolored.
Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Yep, seems like a lynching to me. Could it still be he was moved after death? Maybe he was strangled by someone.
Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong.
Maybe.
We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Okay. He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Yeah, Kuno over here chucking rocks.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Okay.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Yep, the preliminary examination is done. Let's get him down from there.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating annoying and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Can someone else do it? Maybe we could saw the branch. I mean, it's possible.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
You have a point there.
Sadly, yes. The whole RCM is out there right now, doing the exact same thing we are. Are we in a rush to help them? Not with this on our hands.
He covers his nose.
I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Maybe we could shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch, that's a good spot to aim.
Point to it. There, the buckle holds the belt together. I don't know. Just, shoot up there maybe? No, let's point to the...
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
Go home to your mother's.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, I guess you shoot him. He's already dead. Actually, don't. It was a bad idea written all over it. Wait, let me try. Say nothing, let him choose. I don't know. How? Maybe it's better not to. We'll let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He
Ooh.
drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks,
Okay.
securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle-loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world.
Whoops. Alright, let's do this. Shoot
He
him.
then steps back and assumes the fellow's test position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Easy does it, partner.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts
Well,
in
he's
the
still
air
there.
as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
"A lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow's test was the wrong choice. His shoulders were raised, but above all, he cannot trust his eyesight."
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, honey.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Cloud.
I don't understand you, child.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised.
He looks around at the windows overlooking the
Any
yard.
more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
Okay, what now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Okay.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
Can I have the gun? I should try.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses, then shrugs and proceeds to load the pistolet. I mean, at first I thought it wouldn't work, but he had a very in-depth thought of how much poor Kim had messed up. So
Go
maybe
ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
you noodle. The piece shines in his outstretched hand.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banani boyka! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the
The
weight
cold
first.
piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger. You've held this, an A9 Armistice before. At some point, it probably used to be your choice of firearm. It still feels comfortable, like you never laid it down.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Okay.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't
Oh, I
miss.
should have put... Do I have... Oh, I do have a level up. I'm gonna level this sucker up. Okay, it helped a little bit. Hand-eye coordination. Pull the trigger. Close your left eye first.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the noon light as the corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sink up, dancing hypnotically.
Okay.
Look, he's crying. You
Okay, now it's high.
cry now, fucking faggoty.
Okay. Did it work? Oh my god, I think I shot the corpse.
A plume of smoke erupts from the
No!
barrel.
I
Your head goes
failed.
numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin.
no.
No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
Great. Great. I don't know what this means. Oh, no.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a mulka.
Ask for another shot. You'll get it with the next one. The goddamn light reflected off some window. Surely.
Oh, no. I mean, now I feel like I'm in it to win it, so I need to do it.
The cadaver is already compromised bad enough. We don't have to make it worse.
It came out wrong. You made it sound like you're some sort of roulette addict looking for a fix. Ask again. More controlled this time.
Please, Kim.
There is silence.
Vittupa wants to fuck up again bad.
What is it? What are the words?
The song of my people, asshole.
Don't provoke her.
Okay.
Shot him in the chest. What a fucking idiot.
It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like, fucking hooves or something.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
No, we're not gonna give a gun to the kid.
That's preposterous. What are you, a fucking earl?
We still need to get him down somehow.
This tone has grown tired now. The stench makes him turn away from the
The
corpse.
bad
But
way.
how?
The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
Won't it be dangerous?
To ask the suspects for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches.
Who is Everard?
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
How do we get inside the harbor?
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
To the gates. Let's negotiate.
Okay, let's get to it then. Let's see, maybe we can try this again. I don't know.
An inconspicuous pile of the roof.
Still locked. Okay, let's go to the bookstore. Maybe they have something that'll help us. I'm lost. Oh, what's this?
old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Okay, empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Okay, we're gonna leave. This is such a lovely child over here. I like her. Inside the book store. Hello, madam.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
The clerk extends a greeting.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavour. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Okay.
Certainly there are good things to be said about dependence.
It forged ties between us working people. Good practice for fighting our common enemy. You misunderstand me. I am a powerful feudal lord. I demand tribute. This is about traditions. You're right. What kind of business relationship would that kickstart? Excuse me. I don't even know why I said that. A lapse of professionalism that does not represent my values.
Oh my, of course. What a man.
You're the store owner then.
I am. The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice is high-pitched as if to give it more penetration. Your daughter's outside.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
10. She's certainly very polite and helpful.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Annette is quite the trooper. She's a great value add. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. Okay, let's change the subject.
The woman before you scans the store,
What if I want
her
to buy a
shoulders
book?
rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything?
She
See
feels
those shelves there?
independent.
Go. Be drawn.
All right, I'll
She
take a look.
smiles and nods, seeming
Farewell. Maybe there's something helpful in here. Gift books and molten candy.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyamdal somewhere.
Look through the display. of
Rows
books.
and rows of Hyamdala men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyamdal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyamdal, Return to Hyamdal. And the solipsistic Man from Hyamdal and the Hyamdal Man.
Okay.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyamdal novels.
No, I'm not interested in any of this.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
No, look. I don't think we need any of that. I'm looking for something that might help me. The book collects the national recipes of Arda. They're all about lake trout. Something happened, but I don't know what. Tools. Interact. Instant photo of tattoos. Okay.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
Okay. Quaint picture book brochure, very colorful. It's a tome of fascist magic, rather candid.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
Okay.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Storekeep, can I buy these maps?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one of Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
What happened then?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Look at the map of Insulinda.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme. Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou, in a bookstore. It's you.
Can you see cities on the islands?
You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
Interesting.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
Okay.
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away.
Okay.
Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Alright, well, I'm obviously the maps aren't doing anything for me.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
What books are these?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh, no.
Okay. Another boring book just discarded here. Okay, well, I guess I must not need anything. Everyone knows the most interesting thing about fascists was their magic. Fascists. The word fascist always, like, weirds me out because it's got an S and a C right next to each other. It's just something about me. Not like it scares me or anything. I have trouble with it. Book about Boydiero culture. Promotes freedom and roaming upstream. Book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Nice. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. This is a book about pate. Cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. Oh. Rolls a pistol and a half-naked dame on the cover. The book is titled Man from Hemdall and the Wildfire. Okay. I mean, we could get the body down by ourselves. Roundabout north. Ortiz Pier. We just have to yoink his head off. I think we're trying to preserve as much of the body as we can, though. Lonely cormorant surveys the sea. Indifferent to your approach. Oh, it's a bird. Hello, back alley. Aha.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
It only works if you're asleep, darling.
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back. Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
You noodle. What do we see here? A garden hose. This won't be of use until the snow melts. A balcony with a view to the yard and the hanging. Oh, that's important to see. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. It's just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. There's a hat. A nosafed. We'll take it. Anything else? Okay. This part is a half full of rainwater, so it's a collection. Place we can go? No. Okay. I guess let's... Smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him. Yes, I will.
There must be another way
Oh
into the
gosh.
building.
My god. Who was that? Was that you, Kim?
Hey, what's that noise down there?
Hey. Hey.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice, despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
You hiding something? Speak up, this is the police. No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on. Too late, young man. Trouble's found you. I'll come back later. No, I just want to know
I don't
what's
want to
going
be
on.
seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Can you let me in?
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt. Yes.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
So if you got a good view of the Whirling's backyard, can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We
We're
will
trying.
remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
He waves his hand lazily with a cigarette.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did I?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
Okay.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead house plants litter the scene.
He's an actor, declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word?
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
What's your friend's real name? Did you see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette,
Tell
all
me-
from different angles.
Tell me your name.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
No.
No,
Talk later.
we won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stumming it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
I mean, we'll try.
Time to bring out your secret charm.
Oh,
Tears and
nope,
begging.
we failed.
Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
What do you want from me? You want me to cry, huh?
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry.
He takes a quick step back, looks around, clearly
Listen,
disturbed.
I really have to go.
With a flicker of his wrist, he sends the extinguished cigarette sailing over the rail.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. Dang it. You could have let us in.
He's gone.
Lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. You should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
You're right, he probably doesn't have anything important to say anyway.
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we've found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. Alright, is the end game of this game getting this body down? Curtains shift just a little. Someone is watching from within. Oh, I'll take all this. Anything else?
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud.
No, it's not that
Maybe
easy.
there's something under it.
Turn it over.
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has hundreds of apartments.
We're gonna find the right one.
We'll just have to go in and see.
Put the stone back. Oh, we got in. Alright, so I guess I was thinking, man, is the whole point of this game to get the body down? Because maybe I'm doing it wrong, though. I bungle so many things because I think that I need to go down the list, but I think I messed it up, like getting my name. But for all I know, you're not supposed to have your names, so I guess we'll see.